And welcome back to our second semifinal game. We've got the St. James Lions and the GCVI Gaels. GC coming in as the 1 seed here. Well, St. James, though, they have looked pretty good in the regular season, coming in as the underdog 4 seed. What do you expect from these two teams?
Well, last week we saw something that was pretty devastating to the Lions. Their quarterback, Jacob Thomas, is out today in this game. I believe Ethan Berry will take over. We'll see how that goes for them, but obviously we're going to probably see a much more limited Lions offense. We'll see how much they rely on the run game today with a new quarterback coming in. The Gaels, they've been perfect all season. They haven't lost, and I don't expect them to today. They got a great passing game, a great running game. Their defense is really good. We'll see how they do.
Yeah, and what helps them a lot is they could do both pass and running plays they could execute pass and run plays very well on offense. Their offensive line, we've mentioned some players on their offensive line that are superb. So they've got a real threat of a football team where St. James, they could really sling the ball, but without Thomas, they've been picked off a lot with their backups.
Yeah, we saw their backup come in. He didn't have the greatest outing. He did make some plays, threw a couple of interceptions, but that's expected when you're coming in cold. You don't expect to be perfect. But hopefully that didn't shake his confidence because he's got a playoff game and they can pull off the upset.
Yeah, I mean, one good thing is that he came in cold last week. Yeah, he didn't look great, but this whole week they knew Thomas was out, so he's practicing as the quarterback, getting the plays down, chemistry with the receivers. So that might help out the St. James team.
Last week we saw just a lot of miscommunication between the center and Thomas. And it did follow with Barry. They need to limit those mistakes. They got blown out last week by Spartans team. They had such a great season, which it just ended a couple minutes ago against the Royals. So these teams are fighting to get a spot at the Royals. Royals-Gaels was a good game last time. We didn't see Royals-Lions, but we do know the Royals won that game. So if you're the Lions, if you can beat this top-seeded team, imagine the confidence you get from doing that.
Yeah, for sure. St. James also, I mean, they don't have many, but their few returning players experienced a deep playoff run last year, so they know what they're doing in these playoff games or the intensity. I'm not going to say it's like NFL level, nothing crazy like that. It doesn't step up like the NFL does from regular season to playoffs, but it's still different for sure going out and knowing that one loss and you're going home.
Yeah, definitely. It's do or die right here. And if the Lions, you got crushed last week. Just get over that. You need to get over that and think, if we can beat these guys, no matter what happened all season, we're in the D10 finals.
So the Lions will start with the football on this opening kick. It's Gabe Magyar-Santon to kick it away for the Gaels. That's Jean Charbonneau returning for the Lions, and he's got some room. Charbonneau tackled at the 40-yard line.
So decent start. Charbonneau, safety. You'll probably hear a lot of his name today. He's been playing spectacular when he's in the spotlight on Friday Night Lights.
So St. James, talking about them on offense, their offense is now really different compared to what they once were beforehand, where they were a very run-heavy team. With Nelms, they turned into a pass-heavy team as Thomas was the real star, and now maybe they go back to being a really run-guided team. As Barry's going to take the first snap, he's going to unload, and it's going to be incomplete. There's going to be a flag here. Hold your horses.
If anything, I think it's on Bartolo.
That was Joel Robinson on the coverage.
I think it might be offensive, but I could see how they go defensive. Could go either way here.
Looks like it's... They just signaled that to be... No, never mind. It's going to be on... No, it is on GCVI. And that was a shot down the field. That was around the GC 40.
First down, St. James.
So, guided by penalties, a good start for St. James.
Yeah, but I gave Nick Bartolo a chance. We saw Nick Bartolo have a huge game in the first week of Friday Night Lights. He's definitely a player to watch, but gave him a chance to catch that ball. He draws a penalty. Great job by him.
It's going to be a sweep to Jose Matrina. He's got some room on the far side, and he will get to the 35-yard line.
So moving the ball start. If you're the Lions, if they go down, score, that'd be such a confidence booster. Proving we can, for the rest of the game, because they'll prove that they can move the ball. And on top of that, their defense will most likely play harder because they are playing with the lead.
Yeah, also, I feel like, so we know they got embarrassed last week. Usually well-run teams, we've seen St. James they're a well-run football team. They have a lot of plays that can really, mislead defenses. Usually well-run teams bounce back from embarrassing losses and play very well the next week.
This was a team who was one win away from getting to the Kawasa championship game and then going to compete in OFSA. They were one game away from making the OFSA championship. My bad. But yeah, this is a good team. Sure, they lost some players like Tanner Nelms, Pal Szymanski, but they're back and they're doing a pretty good job to start this drive off. Sure, they got embarrassed last week, but it's a new game, new week.
Well, they're going to get a penalty here. Actually, hold on. No, it's going to be a timeout.
And a reminder, fans, the D10 Friday Night Lights each and every week is proudly brought to you by McDonald's restaurants of Guelph.
So, GC here on defense. Any players to watch? Obviously, Anakin Guthrie's had some big performances.
Yeah, Anakin Guthrie last year had some big performances, but this year we saw, first game we saw him, he returned a kick on the very first play, which was the kickoff. It was very hard to catch passes against. He's just a monster all around.
So it'll be a 2nd and long for St. James. So Barry, though he can sling the ball really well, we just haven't seen him have success in the air, as they're going to throw this ball out to the flat, incomplete.
I believe that was intended for Ben Codrell. That is incomplete. But yeah, we last week, like we said, came in cold. Didn't have the best decision making, but he can sling this ball, which is a positive. He has the skill set to play quarterback, and we'll see that today.
So St. James's first drive, though they did get into GCVI territory, will end up in a punt. It's actually going to end up in a fake punt unless they pick it up, which they don't.
Oh, he's still going.
Yeah, he's going to be down there. That was Cotterill who they pitched it to.
Something we've seen so many times from this team last year. And I kept saying it, let's wait. They might do it. And finally they do it the one time I don't predict it. But here we got the GC offense. Don't be surprised if Alec McIntyre on the sweep takes this one. They like to use that play a lot to start off games. We'll see if they use it here. Alec McIntyre is number 20. He is a player to watch today.
It's going to be blown down, so not officially the first play. We'll have a redo at that.
Penalty will move the offense back 5. So 1st and 15.
Procedure against the Gaels will drag them back 5. Repeat, first down, 15 to go.
So that drive from St. James, though they did progress down the field, it only took around 2 minutes off the clock. It's going to be a running play for Ben Body. Body with a nice move to split 2 defenders.
And he's quick. He gets that ball. He can accelerate to 0 to 100 just so quick. So quick. And that's the one thing that impresses me from Body every time I see him. He can make people miss, but he is so fast.
So it'll be 2nd and 8 after the body run. And GC, this is an offense that their quarterback Peyton Garvin can sling the ball around. This is going to be a screen play, and it is going to be wrapped up.
So great job by the Lions defense. And that should be a 2-and-out.
That was Collins with the reception, so 3rd down is upcoming for the Lions here.
Magyard sent out to punt.
And that punt will be a high one for sure. And it'll be fielded now by Charbonneau. Still going Charbonneau as he is taking
and that's
down.
Keegan Booth with the hit.
Tried to lay Charbonneau out, usually on the offensive line.
John Charbonneau on the return of the punt. Stop at the 51. That's where St. James will start with the football.
But yeah, Keegan Booth takes Charbonneau's head off at the end of that play.
Massive hit. Now early in this game, St. James will get their 2nd chance on offense. It's going to be a run. And slips a tackle. Still going now. Ben Cotterill. Cotterill still going. Push it out of bounds. As it looked like they had him for a loss, but he will turn it into a big gain.
And now they're deep in GC territory once again. They keep moving the ball here, and if you're St. James, you're taking every yard you can get, because last week they just weren't coming. This week it seems like they're coming often.
First and 10 now. It's going to be another running play. And Cotterill is starting to eat up yards.
Cotterill on the run again, a gain of about 6 or 7. 2nd and short. 2nd and whatever, 6 or 7.
Short 2nd down here. Very manageable here for this Lions offense.
High snap. It'll be a run, and that should be enough. That was Owen Ellis in the backfield that got the handoff there. Should be enough for a first. Yeah, they're going to give it to him.
Owen Ellis up the gut. 1st down.
So now St. James is really rolling down the field here. I don't have a dog in this fight, but I was thinking that GC should look pretty comfortable in this game, especially with St. James not having their starting quarterback, but the Lions have come out strong.
Yeah, I was thinking that the same. If there was a favorite in this game, it definitely would be GC. But obviously, there's no betting lines on D10 football, but
Believe it or not.
you can bet your friends.
A little bit of bragging rights.
Yeah, bragging rights maybe. But, yeah, you definitely got to take GC in this game if you were a betting man, because the Lions did just come off of a tough loss, but they're looking great so far.
That's Matrina. Might have picked it up. We'll see if they move the sticks. Sure looks like they want to move the sticks. No, it's going to be short. It's going to be just short. Change of personnel here for St. James. Looks like they want to just take their points, but that's so close that a sneak looks like it might be a decent option here.
Yeah, I don't think you want to kick this one, especially when you can get this easy short yardage situation and go for the score. The
Actually,
touchdown.
They're
Big
going to
seven.
come out in the jumbo set here. It's Cotterill up the middle.
Got it.
No doubt about it. That's a first.
Cotterill has enough. Move the chains one more time, Lions.
St. James looking very good here as they'll pick it up on third.
So, yeah, big play there. Went for it. Bit of a gutsy call, but not really.
Yeah, they've had so much success when they bring out that jumbo set for sure.
And flags immediately. I believe it's going to be a false start. And
yep.
It will be.
1st and 15 upcoming. Haven't seen too much from the air from Ethan Barry.
Did see that first play.
Yeah,
Couple of screens.
Yeah, we've seen him go to the flat with Matrina as well. But to start this game, they've been really run heavy.
And why not? Cotterill has made some big plays for you already in this first quarter.
Looks like he tried to get someone to jump. They're going to take a shot here.
And
that's not a good shot to take. GC is going to get a pick here out to the 5-yard line. That's Nathan Dixon, the safety. Not a good throw.
Yeah, that's, believe it was intended for Henry there. He was doubled. I don't think Barry saw the safety over the top. That safety pretty much just has an easy pick there. That's Nathan Dixon. He does a little bit of a run out to the 5, and just not a great decision there, especially when your team could have went up and put points.
Yeah, they could have easily kicked 3 through the uprights. Even on that 3rd and short, you could have taken it there. But they will throw an interception. GC gets the ball back.
But yeah, that's a tough one.
They're actually going to mark this ball at the 1-yard line here. This could be a little bit interesting. Even if St. James can force a stop, maybe get 2 points from a safety that GC would concede. High snap, and there's a flag.
This could get interesting.
False start. Remain first.
I think it might be second, though, no. Nope, it's still going to be first.
Yeah, just going to be spotted at the 1-yard line now. It's going to be a running play for Body. Decent pickup there. Gang of tacklers.
Off the goal line, which is a good sign. Does not pick up the first, though. First and about 5. Second, sorry, and 5.
Just over the 4-minute mark here. Garvin's going to drop back. He's going to roll to his right now. Throwing on the run. Caught. And now making a man miss is Collins. Trucking over somebody, and that's a great pickup.
Collins makes a nice snag there. Beats his tackler and takes that for a decent gain. And now it will be first down. And no need to panic for the Gaels now, who might have had to take a safety there to flip field.
Yeah, they're looking all right, though, as that ball will be on the 27.
Great job by Garvin. That was a throw on the run. He almost just gave up the safety himself. And a couple of missed opportunities early in this quarter has cost the Lions. They have no points and probably should.
It's going to be, I believe, another false start. No, it's actually a time count violation. It'll bring them back 5. 1st and 15 upcoming.
The lay of game against the GCVI Gaels bring up first and 15, 2:55 to go in the first quarter.
Garvin looking to pass. Now pressure comes, and he's going to go down.
Garvin only had one hand on that ball. I was worried, but he goes down.
Alex Mail on the sack. That will drive GCE.
I believe that was Alex Mail on the sack. Nice job to get to Garvin there. That's the second time they've been in the backfield on this possession.
It's going to be a second and quite a few. Going to need to pick something special up here. It's going to be a screen. Body can't get his hands on it. Third down.
So now they're going to need to punt here, and this should give the Lions decent field position. But if you're the Lions, you want to get points. You've had so many opportunities to.
Yeah, I mean,
on the first drive you could have. You stalled out.
Especially in the red zone, just be safe with the football so you can at least take your 3 if you do stall out.
Ooh,
oh my goodness, they muffed it. That's picked up by GC. Delfinato recovers it for the Gaels, and that is a massive play as GC, instead of punting the ball away and giving St. James some favorable field position, they get the football at the 41-yard line.
And this game just might haunt the Lions right now. They threw a pick in the red zone, then they muff a punt that would have given them decently good field position. They're having a rough one so far.
Yeah, the game plan that St. James installed has gotten them to pick up yards. His body will just spray out here to the near side, and he'll be pushed out of bounds, but they just haven't been executing.
Yeah, their defense has actually played phenomenal for them. They haven't given the Gaels anything. Their offense has been executing good, too. It's just they've made a couple mistakes, and that has cost them in this game so far. It's still early. They have tons of time to clean it up, but that last one might just cost them.
Body made a few people miss, and then on the sideline, kind of give him a wave after they flew by him. But that's a good pickup for him, as they'll flip it 42-yard from the 42-yard line on their territory to the Lions' 42. And that's a big hit on Garvin. That ball might be loose. I believe that was Nigel Wajwira that came in on that hit. And if I'm GC, I'm a little bit concerned for Garvin because he just took a knock, but he looks to be up and all right.
Yeah, we've seen Garvin, not on Friday Night Lights, but some other work we've done. Seen Garvin take some huge hits, and he's always back up. So it's a good sign here to see him. But that's what we expect from him. He's a tough guy.
So looks like he did pick up maybe just a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. And Garvin's going to sling it. Looking for McIntyre. Caught! Alec McIntyre inside the 15 to the 10.
Oliver Pond, I believe that was in coverage. He was all over McIntyre. That was Dallin Evans, my bad. All over him in coverage, but McIntyre makes a nice catch, nice throw from Garvin, and that gives them first and almost goal, but it will be 1st and 10 at the 11.
We'll have one last play for the Gaels here. Garvin's going to step up. We're going to run this ball, body. And see you later, body.
And he gives him the peace sign.
And they're going to give him a flag for that. I don't really like that flag there.
But we'll see. That might bring it back. Could be for taunting.
Flag thrown touchdown.
Looks like they're just going to line up the PAT.
Yeah, I don't really see. I don't think it was that necessary to throw that flag. I mean, the guys are just. It's not a big deal. I think he's just being a little uptight with that flag.
And we've seen a lot of trash talk from up here. We saw Keegan Booth after the hit on Charbonneau getting into it with Charbonneau. And then we've seen Body give this Lions team a couple of waves after scoring. So we'll keep an eye out to see how rough this game does get.
So Gabe Magyar-Santon will attempt this PAT.
Flag
It is
on
good.
the play?
Yeah, I believe it'll just be offside on the Lions. That penalty should just be deferred to
So
starting
Lions
position.
almost had their best field position of the day. And then they muffed the punt, picked up by the Gaels, and now they're down 7-0. So the Lions need to do something
Yeah.
to get this confidence back up. They shouldn't be down, but I'm guessing they are after a bunch of mistakes. But they shouldn't be down. They're in this game. If I'm a captain on this team, that's what I'm saying. We should be winning.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution when they get in the territory when they can score, because they can get down the field.
GC hasn't made any mistakes, and the Lions have, and that's the difference in this game. That's why it's 7-0 Gaels.
Barry's going to look for some room, and he's wrapped up. Credit that to Daniel Newen.
Lions brought down in their backfield first.
Yeah, the halfback there, Daniel Newen, comes in from the slot, breaks that one up.
So it'll be second and long here for St. James, and you really don't want to give GC the ball back after they looked pretty good in their possession. Barry looking to sling it. Caught. Slipping a tackle to the 50-yard line, and that'll be Robert Monroe with the catch.
Yeah, we see Monroe come out of the slot there a lot for that slant. We saw them kind of getting a connection last week.
I'm going to have to bring the chains out for this one. No, it'll be just short. Third down.
So sneak most likely coming, or we'll see the full house come out. And it looks like they will be in that full house jumbo set.
They're actually going to pitch it out and hold on. That was a brutal
There is a
play.
flag. There is a flag.
Pitched it out to Joseph Younes there. I'm not sure what they're thinking. They could have easily just picked it up right up the middle. No need to overthink a play like that.
And Younes is a line back, well, D-end on this team. So if you're going to pitch it out, you most likely want to pitch it out to maybe one of your running backs.
Yeah, the penalty doesn't matter. It's Gale ball.
I'm guessing the flag was on the Lions. That did get declined.
That will be a turnover on downs. GC will take the football back.
So, not sure about that. When you have a quarterback who can run the ball, you've ran a designed run for him, just take it up the middle.
Yeah, it's no real reason to overthink it. It's not a
It
real
was
difficult
It was
decision.
inches. Like, I mean, it wasn't even a yard.
few
I
that-
thought they were going to bring out the chains.
Yeah, I did as well. Not a great spot that they gave that football, but still, maybe just some pellets in the turf at Alumni Stadium, separating that from a first down. It'll be a throw out wide to Collins, wrapped up, and that will be Evan Mayle on the tackle.
Irvin finds Collins.
Collins, a player who has won McDonald's Player of the Game before on Friday Night Lights. We saw that week 1. And he's off to a great start so far. There, didn't pick up too many, but he's gotten a lot of targets.
Yeah, made a great catch earlier that picked up a first down as well.
Kickoff at 1 p.m. Winner goes on, loser goes home.
Garvin gonna drop back, and he is gonna be wrapped right up there.
Yunez there on the tackle. He's been all over the field tonight. And there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's down there near the 50.
I imagine maybe a holding penalty. That's what you gotta think. It's gonna be on the Lions. So that's unfortunate for them because they just had a big stop there.
Wait, hold on. So there's a face mask.
So that's gonna be a first down
Yeah, okay.
after the stop, which would have made it third, and the Gaels would have punted. So the chains are going to move here.
Following the face mask assessed to the Lions, it'll be a first down for the Gaels.
And if you're the Lions, you need to clean up these mistakes soon, because you've had plenty of opportunities. And to be honest, you've outplayed the Gaels so far in this game. In the first quarter, you dominated this game. And sadly, yeah, you've just made a couple mistakes, and you got to get over them.
That is Garvin connecting for a decent pickup. He found James Vorvis with that completion.
And Gabe Valdez came in on the tackle.
Give them about 6 or 7 on the play. Second down. 8:49 to go in the half.
Now second in a bit.
Looks like GC's going to move some people inside. It's just going to be a run to body.
Oh,
and he
dropped
put the
that
ball on the ground, picked it back up, but that should put an end to their drive as it'll be third down.
For how great Body is, we do see him lose the ball quite a bit. Maybe the only flaw in that his game. And we just saw it there.
It looks like GC is going to keep the offense out there, though. Just going to have a little talk with Garvin potentially. Or yeah, they're going to take a timeout, maybe talk over it. And it looks like GC will change personnel, and Magyar Santon will attempt a field goal here, I believe.
Which I think is the right decision. Except I wouldn't mind if they did go for it on
Actually,
third.
scratch that. He's going to punt here.
Well, they're going to take the points. We'll try to take the points. Could be a fake also, but I don't think it will be.
Nearly blocked, and that is going to be field
Oh.
wobbled. Hold on. No, that's St. James ball, but he pinned him very deep.
That's another one.
Yeah, that's inside the 1.
You got to clean those up. Just clean up these mistakes.
First and 10 with a lot of field in front of the Lions who trail 7-0. Getting started on their own 1-yard line.
It's unfortunate there for them. You got to haul that in if you're Pond. Sorry, Dallin Evans. Keep making that mistake.
So now St. James pinned up against their own goal line. It's going to be a tough possession for them to get out of it. It's going to be a run. Cotterill will get their backs off of the wall, but they will still be second and about 5.
And there, Gabe Terracini comes in, makes the stop there.
So a split backfield for Barry. He's going to take the snap. Looking to his left. Now trying to improvise. Barry will fall over the 10. I believe we will be moving the sticks. Yes, we will.
Nice job by Barry. Had nothing. Felt the pressure coming. Finds a hole. Gets a block from Dante Serio, which lets him avoid that last tackler, and he picks up the first.
Ball spotted at the 12-yard line after the scamper from Barry. It's going to be a run. Ben Cotterill bouncing outside. Ben Cotterill's got some room. Cotterill beats one. He's wrapped up at midfield. What a gain for the Lions.
No flags on the play. Cotterill with another huge run. That's his second big one of the game. And what a day he's having so far.
Mark that football at the 54-yard line in GCVI territory.
Ben Cotterill, a 45-yard scamper all the way over midfield. First down, St. James.
And St. James, for a team that's made so many mistakes, they're still in this ball game. Rolling goes right to Barry. Throwing on the run. Incomplete. Intended for Caden Henry.
And it looks like...
Sorry, I believe that was Robert Monroe. He looks shaken up.
Ball's incomplete, second down.
We'll be back in a sec. Monroe seems to be all right. He'll take a quick break, though.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, that's a bobbled snap. There is a flag. Jumped on by Barry.
Saw that a problem last week. Didn't seem to be a problem this week, but that one, I think it was more on Barry besides Serio. Not too sure. Not going to make any assumptions, though. We'll just say bobbled snap, but there's going to be a flag on the Gaels. So maybe that affected the snap.
Yeah, it looked like it was just offside. It'll be 2nd down here.
Offside Gaels. Give the Lions 5 on that. Still second down.
Second and manageable here. It's going to be a drop back. Barry screen pass. Cotterill. Cotterill got some blocks. Still going to the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. Good pickup for him.
Thought there might be a flag on the end of that play. I'm not sure who it was. Safety came in, hit Cotterill while he was on the ground. But nice screen pass there. Cotterill has been a huge part of the offense so far. And he shows why by picking up that first down once again.
So if you're St. James, you're thinking you got to get some points here because you've been in position where you could pick up points. They just haven't been doing so. Bobbled snap picked up. Now it's Cotterill on the run. He'll pick up 3 or 4.
And as we mentioned before, Ethan Barry does have the arm to throw. Wouldn't be surprised if they take to the air on this possession. And he hasn't had too much success, but he has had some. He had that bad interception, but since then he's been pretty clean through the air. And
that is blown up, and it's picked off. That's a defensive tackle that made that play. Give that to Ethan Bratton, the nose tackle. And they are loving it right now on the GC sideline.
Oh, another mistake. Barry, bad snap. Bad snap to start that off. Barry corrals it, and just a ton of green shirts there. He has to take the sack, but he is the backup quarterback. Maybe not used to getting that much pressure in his face. Made a very bad decision, but he's going to need to bounce back for his team because his team's only down 7 and they still need him.
Looks like a quick change of personnel here for GC. A little bit of confusion from Garvin in the sideline.
Timeout, Gaels.
Yeah, they're going to call timeout then, I believe.
So we see it. We've seen it all today. A last-second touchdown. A nose tackle gets an interception. It's one I highly doubt we'll see again. Don't see that very often.
No, for sure. I mean, it fell into his lap, though. Good play by him to realize that ball was coming to him. Smothered it.
I just want to know where the... There was at least 7 Gaels back there. I just want to know where the offensive line went. Not sure if it was a screen pass, maybe.
I hope for their sake it was.
I didn't really see what was happening on that play, but it didn't look... There was just a ton of green shirts back there.
It's going to be a pitch to Body. He's going to try to run outside. Body's going to take a few hits there. Short game.
Gotta think he's shaken up, but he still goes.
Yeah, this GC team, they're a tough bunch, though, for sure. I mean, Body's got knocked around a few times. Garvin's taken a hit.
And Body loves the contact. You see him usually engage in that. He loves dropping his shoulder. We've seen him truck a couple people through these games on Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, for a guy that's so fast, he could really lay somebody out and truck somebody as well. It's going to be a pitch. Ben Body. He's got some room. He's got a block in front of him. He's got a first down just close to midfield there. And Body's having himself a day.
Body takes the pitch out and runs all the way to the 52. The 53, excuse me.
That's that speed of Body coming into play there.
Down, GCVI.
First down, Gaels are moving the ball. Don't have too much time because the 3-minute warning just passed.
Even if they can get points, like any form of points here, that would be pretty big for them, seeing that St. James came out so hot. Now it's a sign of them to start kind of controlling the game. High snap, handed off, Body, slips a tackle,
Flag.
slips another one.
Oh, that's a horse collar.
That is, yeah, if I've ever seen one.
That was a obvious horse collar tackle.
Yeah.
But there is a flag, and I think it's going to be holding. So I'm not sure how those penalties are going to work out. But I think it still will be a first down.
Yeah, the way they offset, it should be a first down.
I'm thinking 'cause holding's 10, horse collar is 15.
Yeah, even on a hold, it would stay first down. A horse collar is an automatic first with the personal foul.
I think they're going to move him up 5 and do first down.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
That's my guess.
Garvin's just going to confirm this with the ref.
So, yeah, first down, Gaels. So just a 5-yard and repeat first, like we mentioned before.
5-yard gain for the Gaels for an automatic first down.
Now they're going to motion McIntyre on that sweep. They're taking a shot. Keon Robinson off his hands, incomplete.
And Keon Robinson does not drop many of them. He probably would have had a touchdown there if caught. Blunder by Robinson, I guarantee. Well, I'm not going to guarantee, but I'm sure it won't happen again. He's definitely disappointed he dropped that one.
Yeah, he's usually one of the receivers that on a 50-50 ball, you can trust him to come down with it. And that wasn't even a 50-50 ball. That should have been complete. He usually has very good hands, but dropping that one.
So, second down now.
Flags immediately near and far side.
Yep.
That's what they got. So it'll be 2nd and 15 upcoming.
So 2nd and 15.
Gaels got started early on that one. That will drive them back 5 yards. Still 2nd down.
Yeah, so we're approaching the 2-minute mark here. And now Garvin's going to drop back. Rolling to his right, feeling the pressure. Going to get off it, and now he's going to have to eat that one as another pursuer came.
Alex Mail was there first, and then Bracco comes in later to finish him off. Give them both half of it. That's a sack.
More than I can count, and likely a punt.
So Magyar Santon out here to punt.
And he will kick it away. That's a pretty decent kick. It'll be fielded now, looking to make some plays here. Running right through the middle, that's Jose Matrina. Decent gain. They're going to start with some decent field position. St. James still has a chance to put up points here.
Yeah, only a minute 49 left in the first half, but they do have a good chance to put up at least a field goal here. Just they can't make another costly mistake when they're in GC territory. Because that's where all of them have happened, including the muff punt.
As a proud partner of Guelph Minor Football,
So they're going to have to roll out here.
check them out on Facebook.
Because this is a completely different ball game if they just execute down there and don't turn the ball over. As here's Cotterill, and hold your horses because Cotterill is going to the 30-yard line down to the 27.
Man, is he having a game here in this first half.
Flag, hold on. Very late, so it should be added to the end of the play. But yeah, you're right. He's balling out right now.
He's had some, that's his third 20-plus yard play. And I imagine it might be something against, something definitely at the end of the play.
Yeah, it was late for sure. The
So
play was already done.
They're going to get most of that yardage. And I think it was on that late hit when Cotterill was already down. So unnecessary roughness moves them up
Wow, that's
even more. And now with after one play, we said they might want to score here, get into field goal range. They're there and they're poised to score.
You know what they don't want to do, though? Turn the football over.
Can't turn the ball over. From them, I'm even maybe staying. Like, they can tie the game up right here. I don't think we realize that. We might think GC's been running away with this. No, this defense is balled out, and it's only a 7-point game.
Flags will halt this play. I imagine a false start.
And you would be correct.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now. They're situated at the 17-yard line. So yeah, just I know you want to get in the end zone. You want to tie this ball game up, but just don't do anything crazy here. Only safe throws and run the football. Barry rolling to his right, looking, throwing. This is a 50-50 ball, incomplete.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a flag on the end of that one.
Barry looking back.
But
right
no,
towards
he was
the
just
end zone.
locked up, they'll say.
Pass cannot be caught though. Incomplete. 2nd and 15.
I believe the intended target was Nick Portolo.
So 2nd and long upcoming. And really, you don't have to do anything too crazy because you could still get the 3 points, right?
I wouldn't mind if they threw a screen pass, maybe a run here. Cotterill's been huge for you.
Yeah, just get them in space. They won't. They'll opt to throw. And that is a touchdown! Ethan Barry finds his man, Dylan Maggie, and chalk that up as a 7-6 ball game. We've got an extra point coming.
And that's what we talked about. They've made so many mistakes. Ethan Barry says, forget those, and goes and throws a touchdown pass to Maggie. And now they have a potential to tie this game up on an extra point after all that has happened to them. The muff punt, the 2 interceptions, but no, they're back in this game going into half most likely.
This will be Cameron Ross attempting the PAT for the Lions. And Ross has really no issues with that one.
Barry on the hold. Ross on the kick. It is good, and we have a tie football game.
And St. James, though they've had so many errors and they're not the favorite here, they even this game up. As the GC cheerleaders are trying to get back into it. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a battle down there on the track because it looks like the St. James mascot's really getting into it with the cheerleaders, kind of mocking them a little bit.
Could be entertaining to see during halftime, but instead we will have something even more entertaining, the potato sack race. Not really scoping out a favorite, but this half is not over yet, and the Gaels will take over on the 35.
Yeah, let's see if GC can come away with some points here. They've got some time. Garvin's going to take. Still on it is Garvin, and
Oh, and
he
he-
lays somebody out. That's Evan Mayle.
Evan Mayle was maybe looking for that big hit, but Peyton Garvin drops the shoulder, and we can discuss who got the worst out of it, but they know.
Yeah, they definitely know.
Minute 18 left in the 2nd quarter.
So 2nd and 3. We'll go 3, maybe 2. Nah, we'll go 2 now. We're switching it up. No, we're back to 3.
Let's just say 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. 2nd and 2.5.
Garvin scanning. Looks like he's going to scamper
Flag.
again. Flag is thrown, and he will maybe pick up a yard or
Holding,
two.
and that's coming back.
All right, so a minute 11 left. Might lead to...
What do you do here, though? Do you decline this penalty? Unless he did pick up the first down. It looks like they're going to mark him short.
The only real question I have is that if it's within 1 yard, that would be definite sneak territory. So
they're
I would...
Hold against the Gaels.
they're going to accept that, which is probably the smarter decision, but
just trust
it
the
is a
defense here.
decision there, because if maybe they punt on 3rd and don't want to give up points here near the end and then not not the confidence they would have right now going into half.
Yeah, this could also just help field position as well.
But here they could convert here, and then
Yeah, of
maybe you
course.
should have accepted. But
That's the risk.
I think this is the right decision. So
GC will try to make it look like the wrong decision here on 2nd and long. Rolling to his left is Garvin. If he's going to throw, it's going to be a tough one. Coming back and nearly
Evan Mayle should have had that.
intercepted. Intended for Reese Collins on the sideline on a comebacker route.
Evan Mayle probably should have had that one. Flipped field for his team right there. Would have given him an opportunity to make for maybe a field goal. But that was a tough one near the sideline. He does break it up. Great job by him.
So GC will come out and punt now. And the decision looks pretty good from St. James. And that was nearly blocked. Decent punt gotten away, though. Jose Matrina looking to return it. He's got some blocks in the open field, and he'll get... And that's actually a pretty good pickup.
I think
on the
that's
punt
right
return.
where it would have been for Evan Mayo if he got that interception. So nice return.
St. James Lions will take over the football on the 43 with 51 and a half to go in the first half.
51 seconds to go here. And that'll pick up about 3.
And Cotterell again breaking 1 or 2 or 3 or more tackles, picking up a handful of yards, second down, 44 and a half to go.
And we've got some flags here.
False start.
.34 seconds to go here. And St. James, the position they're in, they get in a field goal range as well. They take the lead.
That they could do. Might need a couple more yards, especially after this penalty will push them back a bit.
Yeah, for sure, not at this current moment. They still have a little bit of work to do. For sure, to have to pick up the first down. Ross is a pretty good kicker, I'd say. If you get inside the 30, he should be all right.
Ooh.
It's gonna be should be a free play.
Oh, hope Anakin Guthrie almost snagged that one. So I think it's gonna come back to where it was to before the previous penalty.
Offside Gaels.
Yes, that'll just move him up
Give the Lions
5.
Still, second down.
And another flag.
It's the third time in a row. Either a false start and an offside penalty, and this time it will be a false start. And I don't think we've gotten... It's been a while. It's been a while since gotten a free play without a flag.
Yeah, and this is the refs are starting to have an absolute game right now because they're getting some flag throws in there.
Get some decent camera time.
For sure. And they're going to unload here to the sideline. Caught.
Out of bounds, too, so that will be caught with 28.9 seconds left. Gets out, so that clock will stop.
That's Calvin Kuboto. And this should be field goal range now. So as long as they don't turn the ball over, St. James has a shot at taking the lead into halftime. They're going to look to throw here, incomplete. St. James sideline looking for a flag to be thrown. Don't think it's...
Definitely run the ball here. Get a bit closer, get on the hash you want your kicker to kick from, then call a timeout, put it up. Don't think they'll do that. But I'm just putting some options out there. They don't.
Yeah, they're going to sling it. And...
Flag. It's going to be on Anakin Guthrie, on Nick Bertolo, and that is a key matchup to watch. Nick Bertolo, great receiver, against one of the best corners in D10, that's Anakin Guthrie.
That could have been costly to go to the air there as that ball. I believe somebody had a play on it. That was Jacob Henning, but the penalty will set him up even better here.
Ruling on the field is pass interference.
So now Now it gets more interesting because I believe that's going to be first and goal, and it will be.
It will be.
First and goal.
Hold on. St. James could really be in business here. Barry to pass, rolling to his right. Barry slinging it. Tipped in, incomplete.
That's the second interception they maybe should have had on this drive.
Johnny Wegman there.
Johnny Wegman, the linebacker, breaks that one up anyway.
Second and goal.
15 seconds left.
And change left on the clock.
15 seconds left here. Cotterill hasn't seen much action when they get inside the red zone. He's been pretty good for St. James early on. It's a low snap. Barry.
Ooh,
And he's
he
hit
gets-
balls out.
And I think it's going to be Gaels' ball. And it is.
Barry takes a pop, ball pops.
I believe that's Joe, Enzo Joe,
8.8 left in the first half.
hits Barry on the blind side. Ball comes out. And just some bad luck here today for the Lions. But the positive you can take is it's 7-7.
It's true. They're still in it for sure. They could be right up there running away with the game. But, yeah, just some poor execution for sure. Imagine we'd see only 2 more plays as it's going to be a pass incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Second down. Likely the final play of the first half. Make some noise.
It's now either 1 or 2 more plays, depending on the length of this one. Just going to take a knee here.
Smart decision. Don't want to make a mistake
Yeah, but
deep in your own territory.
no, they're not going to have to run 1 more play, I believe. Yeah, that should just be a wrap for this half. 7-7. We will be back for a little bit of potato sack race,
Thriller.
and then we'll see the second half start.
Determined. Both teams will take a break and regroup. We will do the same. If you're hungry, Domino's is here.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And my early prediction, the Lion looks to be getting a sack on.
No way.
I'm going with the Lion.
Stop at halftime. We have our potato sack race just around the corner.
This
Okay,
could be
wait,
one of your
wait,
bolder
if-
predictions.
if
Because
the-
the line is not looking in good good.
I'm taking the Lion.
Yeah, this is-
30 yards. It looks like Rory the Lion is going to try to participate in the potato sack.
He's gonna get some help though, so like I don't know.
We will stand by.
You got to go the Lion. And if not the Lion, I see a orange hoodie. He looks like a potential
Yeah,
winner.
let's make a safer bet here.
But
Not-
we're going with
not
Rory the Lion.
Rory the Lion.
Here we go. That's my bet. Final. He's going. He's going.
Always
I'm taking him.
an impartial judge Brandon down at the finish line. Thank you very much, Brandon. He is ready. Our
underdog, Rory the Lion. Do not think he'll pass the finish line because I think he's going to win.
That's a
And never mind, I went with the orange sweater at the beginning because Rory the Lion.
Oh my god! Look at that show.
Bit of taunting, but
Better tell your boy Rory to finish. I think he's gonna finish though, at least.
No.
Because like, look, these two girls at the 50 just aren't finishing.
Yeah, that's disappointing. You little lion whose legs barely fit into the bag.
You've got a
finish,
lion.
and you didn't.
Oh, they high-fived.
Oh, and no.
I can't watch this anymore. That's brutal. Don't be proud of yourself with that.
You gotta finish. That's the thing we stress enough here, and we'll be back with you for the second half.
And welcome back here to start the second half. If you just missed that kickoff, GC kind of had to scramble to recover it, but they do. It was at the 22-yard line, and that's where they'll start.
7-7 ball game, another tight one.
Yeah.
Haven't seen too many of them on Friday Night Lights. Usually getting the mercy rule.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been the most, let's just say, flashy, exciting game, but it's still a close game, and it'll come down to the wire.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers in this game so far.
It's going to be a sweep to McIntyre here to start out the half.
Oh, wait,
what
body
a
just got laid out.
Oh, my goodness.
I believe that was Evan Mail who blew him up. But the sweep does take it to a first down.
First and 10.
Just a little bit of a hold up here. Now they're going to run over to the St. James bench. And after the confusion there, looks like be no real changes to the field position, down and distance. Be first and 10 at the 31. Garvin rolling, tip ball, incomplete. And that'll bring up second down.
Pass ball's incomplete. Second down.
And we'll see flags immediately here.
Gaels jump on the play before the snap. That will drive
So
them
it'll
back.
be a false start. That'll make it second and 15. Now GC's going to have to go some distance here to pick up this first. Dropping back to pass. Garvin nearly intercepted by Charbonneau.
Charbonneau could have had that one.
Garvin's pass
With
nearly
James
picked
Martin.
up by number 12 in black
Hits
John.
Reese Collins there to break up that pass.
So that'll make it third and long. And we'll probably see the punting unit. As that was it a 2 and out, or did they pick up a first? I don't
They
know.
did pick up a first down on the McIntyre sweep.
Okay, so either way, it only took a minute. As St. James should jump on that. They do. They'll get no yards here.
Evan Mayo collects
So
the
that
football
should be
into
some
the
pretty good field position as they recovered it. They're on the 53-yard line. That'll move them up. Yep, give it to them at the 48, and that's where they'll start out.
That will start the Lions at the 48-yard line.
And that's going to be a running play that's swallowed up. Owen Ellis was the carrier. I believe he'll lose 1 there.
GCVI defense all over him right away. Short loss on the play, second down.
Oh, jump.
Looks like he jumped. Yeah, free play. He's going to sling it. It's going to be caught by Matrina. Don't worry about that penalty, as St. James will decline it.
Trina catches that. I believe that was Reese Collins who jumped early. Could be wrong. I believe it was Reese Collins. So free play. They take advantage of it. Matrina catches that one. It's a first down, and they're getting deeper and deeper into Gaels territory.
9:48 to go in the third quarter.
It's going to be a run for Cotterell, swallowed up. Looked like he had a hole there. It closed quickly.
No gain on the play, second and 10.
Barry's going to run this screen here to Cotterell, and Cotterell's going to get a first.
Yeah, had a fantastic first half, and it seems to be continuing in this second half. He's having a great day so far. It's really been, I'd say, the player of the game to this point.
Yeah, I think he's the reason that St. James has gotten good field position, and he hasn't been too bad in the red zone when they've gone to him. It's just they haven't really gone to him in the red zone. That's probably a problem. We're going to go to the full house here. It's Cotterell. It's a decent pickup.
Pile will fall, but I believe he'll get 5. And I'll be right there.
Second and 5 now on D10 Friday Night Lights. Proudly brought to you by McDonald's Restaurants of Guelph.
Looks like they'll go back to the full house set. It's going to be a pitch to Cotterell. Stop short. That'll bring up third, and the kicking unit should be coming on here for St. James. Yes, they are.
So chance to take the lead here.
Yeah, and for a team that's had so many mistakes, this is pretty good for them that they have a chance to take the lead.
Gaels defense stands strong on second down. That will bring up third down for St. James. Well within field goal distance.
And Cameron Ross has been a pretty good kicker for St. James. He's on the right hash here, a 16-yarder. And here comes the pressure. He gets the kickoff, and it is up and good.
A lot of bodies were there, but looks like it will go through, and that is 10-7 now.
Their first lead of the football game, 10-7 now.
And the earlier game we saw the favorite Centennial go down, and now we have the underdog Lions without their starter leading this game by 3. And GC, they're going to have to answer because their offense hasn't looked as potent as they have before. This is going to be a pitch out to Body. He's going to throw incomplete.
Body with the throw goes incomplete. Second and 10.
GC trying to spark something there.
Second and 10 now.
Garvin dropping back. Now he's going to feel the pressure. Going to roll right. Or, sorry, left. That's intended for Keon Robinson.
Keon had a chance on that. That would have been a tough grab, but he did have a shot.
All kinds of pressure.
A lot of pressure came there.
Cannot be hauled in. 3rd and 10.
So, I mean, we've said St. James made a lot of mistakes in this game. Their defense has been unreal.
Yeah, their defense hasn't made any mistakes. They've only held this team to 7 points, and that was off a muffed punt. And this Gaels team was the best team all year, and they force GC to punt once again.
St. James could still jump on this, and then it would be no yards. Yeah, they'll throw the
Oh, they
flag.
muffed it.
Hold on, they muffed it.
But no yards. But I touched him, so then
Yeah, we'll see. It depends.
I think who recovered it, though? That's the real question.
I think GC jumped on the ball, but no yards should negate it here. Because
It looks like the offense for the Lions is out.
yeah, it's going to stay St. James ball. I believe. Now we're still having some confusion over this.
A lot of confusion.
I'm confused right now.
So am I.
I think it's going to be St. James ball. Yeah, it's going to be St. James ball there.
The ball will be St. James. A no yards penalty will bring the Lions to midfield. 1st and 10.
Now this is going to be a run for Cotterill. Nice burst of speed. Ball's out. Ball's still out.
And I
That's
think
GC ball.
I think GC.
That's got to be GC ball.
The Lions are pretty confident they had it.
Surprisingly, it's going to be St. James
I thought
football.
GC had it.
I did as well.
Ball pops loose. The Lions do retain possession. 2nd and 3.
Split backfield here for Barry. Safety's in pretty shallow for the defense here. Now there's going to be some people coming at him. It's a screen, and Cotterill's going to try to bounce. Ooh, that might be a horse collar tackle.
Flag. I think he was going for the ball there, trying to punch it out. Cotterill, after a bit of a mistake fumbling that ball, bounces right back. 1st down, Lions.
Clicking right now.
And that's going to be a screen set up here. That'll be Cuboto. And that'll pick up a chunky yardage there. Actually, a pretty good amount of yards. Is that? It's going to be 2nd and 1.
2nd and short.
And it looks like it's measurement time here. I didn't think it would be that close, but
Still measuring it.
Yeah, I think we should see a closed fist from the official signifying that being short.
Following the measurement, it will remain second down, very, very short.
Gonna measure it on the hash here. Yeah, that's gonna be short.
I'm just kind of concerned why they move the ball with the chains.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like they go do the measurement, then they bring the ball with the chains, and then yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it'll matter because they're in the full house, and St. James has been pretty effective at that.
Well, they did get stopped earlier in a short yardage situation.
Yeah, it's going to be a run here for Cotterill, and he'll bash his way for a first.
Ben Cotterill once again. He will pick up enough for the first down, take the Lions into the red zone. First and 10 from the 18 for St. James, looking to build on their lead.
So St. James in the red zone now.
Still going to go back to that full house here.
Just to Alex Mail, the T lineman, he gets swallowed up.
Alex Mayo takes the ball and gains a few yards, second down now. And a quick reminder that the University of Guelph Athletics program is a proud partner of the Guelph Minor Football Association. If you're looking for more information about the junior
Approaching the 3-minute mark now.
check it out on
In the third quarter, that would be.
Still going to come into the full house here. It'll be second and long. And this is going to be a pass here out of the full house. It's caught, and it's a touchdown. Owen Ellis with the reception.
He now leads 16-7.
And it's a two-score game now for the Lions here.
Yeah, the Lions here. Full house, you're expecting run. That jumbo set full house comes in. You pretty much expect run, but we saw that so many times last year. Out of the full house, they'd send a man off. Usually it's Nick Bortolo. This time Owen Ellis. They connect. And now it's 16-7, pending this extra point.
Yeah, and GC, they have such a good offense, but they really look like they're in trouble right now because they can't move the ball in this defense.
Yeah, they need to be able to move the ball. They were doing it earlier in the game with some success, but this Lions defense is balled out, and really the only reason this Lions team is in the game because their offense didn't do too well in the first half. Their defense really bailed them out, but now the offense gives them a kind of a return there and puts another touchdown on the board, 17-7.
So GC, they're going to get the ball back. Oh my goodness, that ball's on the ground, still loose. I think I'm not
Garvin
sure.
might have picked it up.
It looks, I can kind of see the
Nope,
football.
nope,
No,
nope.
it's St. James ball.
The ball is dropped and picked
And
up by the
wow.
Lions, who will take over one more time.
And that was just bobbled there. And now GC looks like the one who's making all these mistakes. And just remember, this is a Lions team who got pummeled last week. 49-7, I believe the score was. And they were out here beating the number 1 ranked Gaels. Still tons of time left in this game, though.
Yeah, but that's still having the ball with in such good field position. Even take time off the clock, kick a field goal would be all right for them as well. But a touchdown would really put
That would almost put this away. The Gaels would need something because we don't see many two-score comebacks.
Yeah, and GC, their offense, they have a good offense, but it hasn't done anything against St. James, which just surprises me because You see, that was Centennial's offense that just gashed this defense for so many points. Also, a few let-off turnovers. There's a massive block, and that ball's picked.
And Anakin Guthrie returns the favor. Ethan Berry is picked off, and how many times does he come up big in big games? That's Anakin Guthrie. What a season he's having.
Absolute game changer on that GC defense. We're just talking about how St. James, their defense is looking very good. GC makes a play with their defense on their own. Anakin Guthrie, he's been making plays all season.
Right when they needed him most, Anakin Guthrie comes up big. And this is exactly what the Gaels needed.
Garvin's going to keep. Picking up a decent gain.
I believe around 6 or 7.
Garvin keeps and dives for a couple.
Will be 6. 5. Either or. So, big second down here.
It's just going to be a run for body. And he's going to be wrapped up. And
He had it, but could not escape.
St. James' defense stands up again.
Their Anakin Guthrie gets the interception after the fumble. 2 and out.
Let's see where this punt ends up. We did see a muffed one earlier from St. James.
Saw 2 muffed punts, actually. One they did recover, though.
Hold on. No, he jumps on it. There's going to be a flag for no yards, as we see on pretty much every punt here in D10. Oh, now there's 2 flags on the field now. Looks like the result of these will move St. James up. Yeah, both of them are on GC, so that'll move them up.
So almost entering its 4th, down 2 scores. Gaels just had a big turnover, went 2 and out with that. Now their defense is going to have to come up big once again.
They just got to move the ball on offense when they get a chance. As Cotterill is going to get this carry. He's going to be wrapped right up. Aiden Carroll was in there.
Abe Tiracini also in there. They bring Cotterill down. He's been a problem for them.
.15 seconds to go here.
Got to think this is another big play for the Gaels.
Yeah, stop would be all right for them. They're going to need it.
Bit of confusion on that right side of the field.
It's going to be a flag here, I believe, a false start.
And that helps the Gaels out a bit more.
Just under 8 seconds to go here. False start will bring them back 5. We've had an abundance of penalties today.
And this will be the last play. Bobbled snap, picked up. Here comes some Gaels after Barry. He's going to roll out to his left. Barry is going to step out of bounds, and that will conclude the third quarter.
And this should conclude the possession. Got to imagine the Lions will punt.
Broken play sees Ethan Berry scamper for a few yards to end the third quarter. It'll be third and long when we get back for the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere.
We'll just see them switch sides here. Maybe, like, something's got to spark this GCT. Maybe Guthrie can get a return. Like, there's just got to be a spark because their offense is way off today.
Yeah, they just really haven't been able to get it going.
And they're going to have no yards there, even though I believe that was Wujwira that he looked all right on that play. But they're going to throw a no yards play because that's a safe flag the refs like to throw.
Oh, always, always.
If you see a punt without a no yards flagged in D10, be shocked because you're seeing something pretty rare.
And once again, be a no yards assessed to the kicking team. Gaels will get going on the 38.
So GC needs a spark. It is the fourth quarter. They're down 2 possessions.
Even just a splash play, something to get confidence. Keon Robinson, first down.
Keon Robinson
Even just
catches
for them to
first
get
down.
rhythm at this point.
Yeah, Keon Robinson, known for the big play, catches one there. Picks up a first down.
Clock's ticking down here. I mean, GC, I know there's lots of time left in the clock, but you still want to get a score with a decent amount of time left. As Garvin's going to step up, he's going to throw. Danger.
Oh, that's caught.
Caught. James Vorvis grabs the tip ball.
That was intended for Collins, and I thought that tip was going to end bad for them, but it ends up being good. Vorvis catches it, first down, and you need a bit of luck.
Yeah, and maybe that could be a spark, a lucky play there. Garvin, he's going to roll to his right. He hasn't looked comfortable in the pocket much as there hasn't really been a pocket for him.
He made a lot of people miss.
Yeah, nice set of moves there.
Doesn't pick up. That actually picks up 6.
Yeah, that was an all right effort.
And it looks like someone is
there's going to
down.
be a shaken up player. We'll be right back.
And yeah, we'll be back.
So they're going to give Garvin quite a few yards on that scamper because it's going to set up 2nd and 5. It's going to be a run for Body. Ben Body gets over the 30. Good run for Body there.
Flag. Flag after the play, though.
These refs love the flags today.
We have seen a lot of them.
Like I was kind of joking when I said keep your eye out for them as the player of the game. Keep your eye out. I've had a lot of flags being thrown. So that'll just drag GC's offense way back as it looks.
Unnecessary roughness assessed to the Gaels after the play. First down from the 45.
Oh,
That
ball's
on
out.
the ground. Garvin making someone miss. Trying to dive forward to pick up any more yards he could. But that first down is a disaster.
On the bright side, he didn't turn the ball over.
As long as they keep the ball, they need to put up points, I'd say, on this possession.
Anything, even a field goal. It's going to be 2nd and 15 now, so they need definitely a passing down here.
Looks like they're going to get back up to the line here. Garvin looking. He's going to scramble again. He's thrown down again.
Thought he had a bit more time. That looked more like a coverage sack.
Yeah, no one. We said GC has a very good receiving core. No one can get open. I mean, Robinson, great receiver. He can't get open. We've seen Collins, who's had a player of the game before. He can't get open as well. McIntyre, Megar Santon in the slots. Just nothing really for Garvin. It's forcing him to scramble.
I would have liked to see them go for this one. Like, I know it's 3rd and long. I feel like you punt this ball away, they get a long drive, the game's over.
Lots of faith in their defense with this punt. It's going to be picked up. Matrina. Still on it is Jose Matrina. He's going to fall forward to the 32-yard line.
Jose Matrina on the return. Does a great job to get some extra yards. Official spot ball at the 28 back for St. James will start this drive.
Jumbo set, no surprise here. St. James is going to look to just run this ball away.
Could be a throw out of this.
It's going to be a pitch to Cotterill.
Flag.
There is a flag. Not a shock whatsoever there.
So that's going to bring St. James. Or did the penalty get declined? Or they declined it?
Offside against the Lions is declined. 2nd and 10.
Hold on. That ball come loose? No, I'm not sure where that ended up.
But turns out the Gaels coaches made the right decision in punting.
Ball off loose.
because their defense didn't allow a yard. So they will get the ball back.
But
Maybe 30 seconds came off the clock there, not too much time at all.
their offense is still looking a little bit uninspired, I'd say. They just haven't really got anything going. So they still need that spark. And that punt will sail to the 43-yard line. And that's where GC will start.
So if you're GC, you want to get something here. You only got 7 minutes and 41 seconds left, which is not all that much time.
No.
Especially if the Lions just start running the ball and running this clock down.
Yeah, the good thing is they did stop St. James there when they tried to run a little bit of clock down. And there's a throw. It's going to be James Forvis caught.
Forvis is having himself a nice game so far.
Yeah, he's not their primary receiver, but he's been pretty good. Made some nice catches.
Just short of the first down, and I mean just second, and a few blades of grass.
So now GC on second and short. It's going to be a flag there, as Garvin would have picked that up, I believe.
That recalls his own number. It looks as if he had got enough, and then a flag thrown following the hit.
I believe it's going to be a horse collar tackle. Unnecessary roughness, either one, maybe even a face mask. I think it will be a 15-yard penalty, though.
Yeah, it's gonna move the chains regardless.
And the face mask assesses the St. James Lions. That would move.
And it was a face mask.
Gaels advance another 15 yards now on the Lions. 41.
Garvin looking, throwing, incomplete. Reese Collins couldn't find that football.
Looking for Reese Collins.
Yeah, nice try. Evan Mail had pretty good coverage there. Collins just could never find that ball.
Yeah, and we're talking about GC, their struggles. The DBs have been fantastic for St. James.
Yeah, Evan Mail, Sharpen, no. Dallin Evans. Michael Font, too, out there. They've done a good job.
So 2nd and 10 now. Garvin stepping up. And that's only going to be a short gain.
Now it's decision time.
Garvin stopped by Cole McBride
I don't think
on
there's
the
much of a decision to be
third
made.
down.
They're going to go for it here. Garvin scanning, throwing, picked off, and he's got a lane to return it. A pick for the St. James Lions. That's Gabe Valdez.
That should seal it, too.
Runs the ball back toward
Don't want to speak too soon, but there's only 5:52. Lions ball, and GC has not been able to move.
to go in the fourth quarter.
And we are on the brink of seeing the big dog of D10 go down here, as GC has been unreal all year, and St. James.
And it looks like they're going to fall to the former big dog, the Lions.
A run is a decent pickup there.
Colorado on the run again. A short game. Lions will take that all night long.
Even another pickup like that could sting for the Gaels.
And they're going to take as much time, the Lions here.
Yeah, that's
They're
expected.
in no hurry.
for sure expected. They're not in the full house. It's going to be a sweep from Matrina. And
He
they
gets
got
stuffed.
to it. Anakin Guthrie read it like a children's book. Third down. And that did take some time off the clock. But JC kind of has a fighting chance. It's tough now because
Depends
St.
on
James
how
gonna
this
pin
return
you.
goes.
They're going to try to pin you here. You're going to need to spark something with a return.
Need a big play, a return. They're going to need better field position or a big play.
It's an all right punt there. Guthrie fields it. Flag on the play. Saw a Gale laid out at the end of that return. That was Omar Anani. So that flag might be there. Also, that's Nigel Wijwira shaken up for the Lions. He'll make his way off the field under his own power, which is a good sign to see.
So we'll see what this penalty is for.
Yeah, they're having a nice little conversation there at the 30-yard line. It's against GC. That'll back them up. I believe that's 2 penalties against the Gaels.
So that gives them even worse field position.
They're not helping themselves at all.
I believe it was unnecessary roughness.
15-yard penalty assessed to the Gaels following the punt. Take them all the way back to their 1-yard line.
Garvin's going to have to roll to his right as the pocket collapses on him once again. He's going to keep. Oh,
Ooh.
a big collision. You don't like your quarterback soaking something like that, but
It's James Martin.
it's crunch time here. He did have Vorvis, opted to not throw on the run, picks up the first, but took a big hit there. Or maybe he delivered that. I don't know. Depends which way you look at it.
Takes them all the way out to the 12-yard line or the 13-yard line. 4:23 and the clock starts to run.
Did he not fall out of bounds? I'm not sure why the clock's running. Garvin's going to sling it. Keon Robinson makes a man miss. First down.
Garvin to Robinson, another quick first down. Move the chains one more time. GCVI now all of a sudden on the 30.
Garvin looking to sling it. Caught Vorvis.
Ooh,
Tackle
a big
on the spot.
hit. James Martin has been crushing people, but he's going to be penalized for it this time.
That's a defenseless receiver, I think, is what the refs are going to say here.
Another complete pass from Peyton Garvin.
So now they're moving the chains, especially with that penalty, and they do have life. We might have to see an onside kick, though.
It's true. Probably.
Depends if they get it before the 3-minute warning.
Yeah, also depends on their timeout situation.
I believe they do have all 3.
That's 15 yards on St. James for the unnecessary roughness call.
That was James Martin. He's the one who delivered the hit on Garvin. And then he delivered the hit there. This time gets a flag for it.
That will drive the ball all the way to the 50.
So even if you're GC, you think you're running out of time, do you kick a field goal, make it a one-score game, and try onside kick as well?
There's a
whoa.
ball up there for grabs. Keon Robinson.
That's in.
Caught. First down near the 20.
But yeah, I think you got to kick the field goal, make that a one-score game. But there we go. That's the big splash play. Oh, and the ref is saying no.
No way.
He is out of bounds. My mistake.
That is a call.
That was a
Oh
catch.
my goodness. Was that not a? I thought he toe tapped that.
At least got 1 foot in for sure.
And that's all that matters with Canadian rules, but all right. Oh my goodness, he is. Garvin just got smoked there, just folded up there. And
Yeah, one guy went high, one guy went low.
let's just go back to like that Robinson. That should, I don't know.
The worst part was the sideline was there. All thought it was a catch. And the ref was pretty far out, the one waving it off. But apparently...
Well, this is the game. It's third and 9. We're inside the 3-minute warning. This is the game. Pressure's coming immediately. Throw is caught. He's going to need to pick it up.
And he
does
does.
pick it up.
Reese Collins on the catch, gets the first down, and that will take us to the 3-minute warning.
Big play by Reese Collins there. 3-minute warning, though. They need to strike here, then they were going to say onside kick.
.233 now. Garvin feels the pressure, steps up. Garvin, nice pick up
Garvin
there.
makes a quick play there.
And you can
Good
send out your
heads-up
field
play.
goal unit here if you want, but I think they're going to want it all.
Yeah, they might take a shot here. Get to the line quick. They're going to be a bit confused maybe.
There it is. Ball is up. It's caught! Reese Collins!
What a mossing there. Evan Mail, who has played great all game, just gets absolutely mossed by Reese Collins.
What a catch. On his head. Reese Collins makes this a football game. And we're talking Reese Collins. Garvin put that ball up there.
That was a beautiful, beautiful ball. Like, talking about that catch, that was a beautiful pass.
It's a ball game.
Now, what do you do here? I believe they do have all 3 timeouts. Oh, wait, they can't even kick it, can they?
Yeah, because they could opt to just take it. So, yeah, they're going to just take it here.
Yeah, I was going to say, oh, God, sometimes I don't think.
Hey, we're in the middle of the NFL season. Sometimes it's okay to get your rules mixed up.
Yeah, so 2 timeouts. We believe they have all 3 timeouts. So which they only need really 2. Again, mixing the rules up. But so they can give up a first down.
Yeah, it'd really hurt if it was second and they gave it up. Also, maybe try to force an incompletion here. It's a pitch. They're going to swing it over. Bertolo's got room.
Tackle
Just short.
needed to be made, and it was made.
And a gutsy play to use some trickery on a reverse there.
Nathan Dixon on that tackle might be game-saving depending on what happens on the second down.
So I believe the Gaels, they may have used a timeout, or maybe they just haven't officially spotted the ball yet.
I believe someone did stop the clock. Nope.
Yeah,
It's going to start.
It's going to start here. St. James can take all the time they want here. They're going to go back to the jumbo set.
This could be the biggest play of the game.
It's a run. It's Cotterill. It's a first.
And more.
And Cotterill finishes off.
Still no signal.
Moves the chains. Stopped out the 15. That's where first and 10 replay from.
Not in the full house here. They're going to just run to Cotterill. Nearly wrapped up. He's going to bounce off a few tackles. And
Johnny
he will be
Wagman there.
wrapped up at the end of that. They're going to need to stop here.
And now we
Timeout.
get the timeout. Oh,
St.
St. James
James
takes it.
Excuse me. I'm not sure why, but...
Timeout GCVI.
Or no, it's... I'm pretty sure he signaled St. James.
St. James definitely called that one, I think.
It makes sense if GC called it, but... Pointed to St. James for
I saw the
sure.
signal.
They're going to roll back out here. I believe GC may have called that timeout. We're not sure. To try to get some confirmation here, but second down, and it's a big one. It's Cotterill. It's
He gets
wrapped
tripped up. That was Daniel Newen.
Daniel Newen on the tackle.
And Newen's been big for this defense. He's been quiet, but he's been pretty good.
Another timeout. Defense.
Bucks 17 to go in this ball game. GC definitely has a chance now.
Third down. Are they going for this?
It will be 3rd and 5.
No. Maybe. No, I don't think so.
Barry has not left the field now. Now he will. The offense comes out.
And all GC needs is a field goal as well. Here comes the punt. It keeps coming back here. Guthrie's going to have to pick it up. Now trying to make someone miss. Hold your horses. Guthrie, he had some room, decided to try to break it back inside. They'll have the ball at the 25.
Fantastic Lions punt.
So Guthrie, looks like there is a man down quick. That's Alex Mail.
Gut check time for the Gaels.
But with a minute and 2 left to go in this game, what can they do?
Probably just going to have to sling it. I mean,
They're a good passing team. I don't expect them to run. Both these two games, Friday Night Lights, have come down to the wire. All they have to do is get into field goal range.
sorry, there's 2 players down right now. There's another injured Lion.
And we'll be back in a few.
And this is the drive of the ball game here.
Yeah, Lions, if they get the stop, they win. If GC marches down and kicks a field goal, it's tied. If GC scores a touchdown, they win.
Pretty simple. No need for any grand explanation. That's just about it for you here. I mean, GC, their offense has been stalled out recently. St. James's defense has been really good, but their last drive, they looked electric. They're going to throw Keon Robinson first down. He's going to try to get out of bounds. He does get out of bounds. Nice play by Robinson.
Catches the ball. That's a first down. Gain 10 yards on the long journey, and you get out of bounds.
.56 ticks to go in this ball game. We'll see if GC can extend it. Garvin slinging it. Robinson, he's working the sidelines. That's close to, if not, a first down.
And it looks like a bit of confusion on who had Robinson there. But he's just ran that out twice now and beat him twice and got out of bounds both times. So that's about, we'll say 25-ish. We'll go with 20 yards off 2 plays. Good start.
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to him. Yeah, that's a first. Garvin. Working the other sideline, incomplete. Flag is down in the backfield.
I think it's going to be roughing the passer.
That's what Garvin's trying to
or it's going to be a hold. Maybe, I have no idea. Yeah, it's going to be.
Nah, they're going to have a conversation here. That was Ruben Branco that was in there. No, it's going to be on GC. It's a hold. 1st and 20 upcoming here.
Holding against the Gaels and driving back 10 with a big first down.
All right, ball's going to be on the 36 here.
And now they lost 10 yards, so they're going to need a big one.
Over the middle. Oh, it's incomplete.
So 2nd and 10. Not too much time left here.
2 plays to pick up 20 yards here for the Gaels, essentially, to extend this drive.
2nd and 20.
We must note neither of the males are in. Evan and Alex are both out. They were shaken up on that punt return. It's 2 defensive starters.
Yeah, that's Kuboto, the receiver. He's replacing one of the males there. It's a flea flicker. It's dangerous. It's bobbled. And it's recovered by Body. They'll wave it down. Why would they use a flea flicker there?
It was a nice play design if there wasn't pressure in the backfield.
Well,
but there was.
No one's expecting a run, so.
And, yeah, I think Body had a huge hole. If I was Body, I might have taken that, but you got to stick to the play design. Toss it back. It's bobbled. Now it's 3rd and very long.
And this is pretty much the season here.
They need to gain 26 yards here.
Here we go. Clock's rolling. We're going to blow it down here. There's a flag.
False start. Yep. And now it will be 32. Sorry, 31. Yeah, sorry. 3rd and 31.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. 29, 32, 31. It's a tough pickup here. Watch the near sideline because Robinson's is a target for them for sure. I don't think Garvin's even going to look there. He's just going to haul it up. Picked off.
game.
Ball game. St. James, 14 seconds left. James Martin with the pick.
James Martin's delivered some massive hits today, and that was the biggest one, that interception.
That is a hit to the season for sure. And
the Gaels, this was their year.
for sure, everyone was coming back for them. And a pair of knees will end their year.
James Martin, a third-year student. Sorry, fourth year. Will end the season for the Gaels. There is a man down.
Yeah, a pair of Neils should just do it here. I mean, there's another player shaken up. But this game's over here.
The only thing that could go wrong is a bobbled snap returned for a touchdown. Don't think that will happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to be taking it under center. They should be okay.
What you could do is take the ball or run it back, kill the clock, and then take the knee. A lot of options. I'm guessing they'll go with the simple knee. We will see you back next week. Pending a miracle here, it will be the Lions versus the Royals. That is John F. Ross Royals versus the St. James Lions.
Yeah, and a 3 and 4 seed coming out with wins today. I mean, that's pretty surprising here. And one more Neil should do it. And this should do it. GC's magical year has come to an end. They're a fantastic regular season team. But St. James in the playoffs, you shouldn't really bet against them because they will meet Ross in the finals. And to close it out, the player of the game is, Jacob?
That will be Cotterill. He made some huge plays for this team. He was pretty much the offense here today. Ben Cotterill.
And we will see you guys next Friday for the championship game. The St. James Lions will square off against the Ross Royals. Thank you for tuning in.